Hello and welcome to the Flash tutorial for beginners in animation. On this first Flash screen you see, you will want to create a new ActionScript 3.0 document. Okay, so click on that. The next thing is, if you have some other screen set besides Animator selected in the right hand corner, maybe you have Classic, maybe you have Developer, select Animator. It's the screen set that we're going to use here, and I'll give you a quick tour of it. The tools in this middle toolbar are what we'll use to draw and manipulate all the shapes in Flash. This large white area is called the stage, and this is where you draw and do most of your manipulations in Flash, the largest area. The timeline we'll deal with mostly only when we get into animation. However, it's also a place where the layers are, and so if you're familiar with Photoshop, you put layers of images on top of layers of images to create the composite, and so that's where you do that in the timeline. The library over here is what will have all of your assets that you create as you create them. And then finally the properties panel in the upper right hand corner is dependent on what you have selected. So if I go select different things in Flash, it will change depending on what I have selected. So like right now I have a frame selected, but what I want you to do is click on the stage here, and we need to make a important change if you haven't already. Actually, mine is defaulting to this HD resolution. In the properties section of the window of the properties panel, make sure that you're at 1280 by 720 pixels. Also make sure that you're at 24 frames per second. Okay, nice. Okay, so now let's save for the first time, and let's talk about the save formats. So we have several saving formats: the CS 5.5 document, the uncompressed document, and then the CS5 uncompressed in document, and the CS4 document. Now it's important to note that if you are working on your own machine and it's CS5, and a machine that you're working on in a computer lab is 5.5, those are not going to talk to each other. You have to use 5.5 to save backwards in 5, and if it opens up in 5, if it opens up a 5 document in 5.5, it will only save in 5.5 by default. So if you want a 5 document, you have to do a save as. Okay. So for our purposes, we're going to do an uncompressed document. Okay. So this is what we'll call a template. We'll just save this on the desktop, and then I'll kind of show you around the uncompressed document. Okay, so you'll notice that on my desktop I have a folder called template. Okay, so I have to open that folder, and I have the XFL Flash file, but I also have all this other stuff. And so the idea with these XFL uncompressed documents is that they're a little bit more flexible. Now you have to keep track of this entire folder, so make a note that if you save it in an XFL format, you have to keep track of the entire folder and all of the folder's contents. If you want to email it to yourself, you can do a right click, you can compress it all into a zip or a DMG file. Extremely small file sizes in Flash. See, this one's only 8K, the whole thing. So Flash is very lightweight and portable. It's one of the nice things about it. Okay, and in the next video, we will start drawing.